Am I the a-hole for refusing my brother and his pregnant wife? I, 21 female, have a boyfriend, 22 male, of 3 years who have ASPD? I don't know what that is. Asperger's, maybe?
Yeah.
Disorder? I don't know. My sister-in-law, who is 5 months pregnant, is scared of him and wanted me to end my relationship. After her pestering me for days and me trying to reassure her that I have a support system and my boyfriend will be completely cut off from her child, she still wouldn't stop texting me every day to break up. Me and my boyfriend decided to fake break up until the baby is born. Well, this is bizarre.
This is really bizarre.
Yeah.
Dear.
What is ASPD? We need to Google it and find out.
Yeah, can we Google it?
Yeah, just a second, guys.
Yeah, just clarify this. It's not one I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Everything's just got letters
ASPD.
now, isn't it?
I know, unless you're antisocial personality disorder.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
he has antisocial personality disorder. And so OP said that he won't be around the child. I assume then he perhaps gets violent or something.
Well, if the sister's afraid of him, then there might be like anger outbursts.
Gosh. Okay, so they decided to fake break up. Today I was running an errand for my brother and his wife. Sister-in-law asked me if I'm still seeing my boyfriend, to which I answered no. She told me I made the right decision and said she can finally have a peaceful sleep.
Oh.
She keeps talking about how her stress levels have been going up because of my affair. And she's glad she won't have to raise a kid in the presence of my boyfriend. This is where I may be the a-hole. Sister-in-law asked if I will move in with them. I answered with a simple no, and when she said she hadn't stated her reason for her request and asked me to listen to hear her out, I don't think that English is this person's first language.
Okay.
So it's a bit difficult. I told her I don't really care about your reason I won't move in with you and walk out of the house. She texted me saying it's unfair and cruel of me to be upset at her for trying to do what's best for everyone. She want a live-in nanny.
Well, yeah, but...
She wanted me to stay with them so she can keep an eye on me.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, because I put her under a lot of stress, which is bad for the pregnancy. I feel like the a-hole, but also think she's pushing me too far.
Well, ultimately, I can see both sides here, really, because the sister's concerned because of
about her child, because of the boyfriend's behaviour.
But also, I think she's really worried about her sister.
Yeah, it seems
and
that
she doesn't,
way.
and that's causing her stress. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if there's any history to back this up, and obviously we don't know that because she's not said have there been violent outbursts, have there been.
No one said.
We don't know, so it could be irrational. Mm-hmm. And I do know, as you know, having been pregnant, we do have a tendency when pregnant to be slightly irrational. But, you know, I think that it is her sister's life. And if she wants to maintain this relationship, but I don't think she should lie about it.
Yeah.
I can see why she is, because she's going to potentially get cut off, isn't she?
Yeah.
From her family, which is really horrible. But obviously...
But we don't know the extent of his...
No, we don't.
disorder.
And I mean, if she has the baby, they live where they live. If she's worried that, you know, he might sort of flip one day and go to her house and she's then in danger.
Yeah.
You know, we just don't know.
We don't know.
But
there are some edit. Well, there is an edit.
Okay.
My brother had a talk with sister-in-law and she called me to apologise for behaviour. I came clean about the fake breakup. And she said it's wrong of her to assume the worst in my boyfriend. My brother asked her what she would do if their child was unfortunate enough to have the same diagnosis, and that changed her perspective. But she still has concerns and thinks it's best for my boyfriend to keep his distance until further notice. She will be speaking to her doctor about her anxiety and stress. She also offered to apologise to my boyfriend, but my boyfriend said he doesn't care about some pretty words, and told her to manage her own health, both mental and physical. Thanks everyone for your concern and advice. And to all those that made unnecessarily rude comments about my boyfriend and our relationship, learn some empathy.
Okay.
I mean, people are going to assume if you don't put everything, which...
Yeah, I've got to backtrack actually. Yeah, because I was basing my previous comments on her being the sister, but she's not actually the sister.
Sister-in-law.
She's the sister-in-law.
Yeah.
I forgot that bit. So yeah, it's not. It's really fear for her baby. It's got to be.
Yeah. But why would she want her sister-in-law to move in with them? Is it just so? It sounds very controlling. Like she obviously doesn't want her sister-in-law to be in the relationship with this guy.
And I think because she knows perhaps that she's being lied to, she was sort of back it up then. Prove it.
Yeah. But let's look at some comments, shall we? Not the a-hole. Your sister-in-law is trying to manipulate you into being her live-in help. That was what I said.
Yeah.
First by making sure you were single, next by getting you to move in. Don't lie to her anymore and block her number. Tell your brother you won't be letting his wife harass you anymore. And OP replies, I told my brother about it and honestly I don't think we have any solution. I will suggest asking her to get therapy. Wow. Yeah.
Quite an interesting one.
It's crazy, isn't it?
The lengths that people go to manipulate others.
I know.
And yeah, maybe she does want live-in help, but they're quite young.
Yeah. Laughing my arse off. Keep an eye on you. Who does she think she is?
Yeah.
Why does she want to be your mother so badly? That's creepy and very controlling behaviour. She sounds very toxic and dominating.
Yeah.
She wanted you to break up with your boyfriend and be single so you had more time for her and her baby. She wants you to move in so you can be a full-time unpaid babysitter and help around the house cooking and cleaning. Your brother probably has a job and can't take time off. Sister-in-law needs you to help her with the baby. This is why she's so adamant and desperate to make you break up with your boyfriend so she can have you all to herself. She's a toxic and entitled woman.
Yeah, sounds that way.
Wow.
That was a really good comment.
It was on point with what we're saying. Yeah, she wants a live-in nanny. What a selfish woman.
Yeah.
And someone's replied to that saying, what am I missing here? If someone I loved and cared about was in a relationship with someone with antisocial personality disorder, I'd be very concerned, pregnant or not. People with this disorder often lie, manipulate and do horrible things without thinking. It's extremely hard to treat as well. No, she doesn't have the right to tell OP how to live her life, but at the same time, OP is lucky to have someone that loves her enough to fear for her safety. Did sister-in-law say or do something I missed that would make you think she just wants OP to live in help? It's a good point.
Well, that's it, because I mean, that's why I sort of before was thinking she's the sister, but sister-in-law, how long... you'd need to know more about their relationship. Yeah, you'd need to know more about their relationship, because it's probably one or the other. She's genuinely concerned, or she's a control freak and wants live-in help. We just don't know. Has OP responded at all?
Not to that one. But someone said I misread the post at first and thought this guy was just on the autism spectrum. That was my assumption as well. So everything made much more sense after I realised he actually has an antisocial personality disorder. From my limited understanding, this isn't something people are ever expected to recover from, and unhealthy interpersonal relationships are basically par for the course. I mean, I don't have much knowledge on that subject.
No, I don't.
So I agree sister-in-law is probably right about OP's boyfriend, while also having gone about it in an extremely unhealthy way that's pushing OP away instead of properly expressing her concern. OP could very well be so manipulated by the boyfriend that she has to see sister-in-law as a villain in order to protect her false view of her romantic relationship. Hopefully, if this is the case, the brother and sister-in-law can leave lines of communication open for OP for when she actually needs to leave the boyfriend. Wow.
Well, that's it, isn't it? And I mean, I could understand her not wanting him around the baby, you know, but it's also harsh.
Oh, here's a response going a bit further into the antisocial personality disorder thing. So it says, in order to be diagnosed with ASPD, OP's boyfriend would have to consistently display at least 3 of the following criteria: repeatedly breaking the law, repeatedly being deceitful, being impulsive or incapable of planning ahead, being irritable and aggressive, having a reckless disregard for their safety or the safety of others, being consistently irresponsible or lack of remorse. So he needs to be exhibiting 3 of those consistently in order to have been diagnosed, and he obviously has been diagnosed.
Yep.
Even if boyfriend only exhibited the 3 least horrible in these criteria, he would still be someone I wouldn't want anywhere near anyone I cared about. Ugh. Do you know, it's so tricky though, isn't it?
It is.
Because
it is.
like I see both sides.
Yeah, I do.
You know?
But the thing is, you know, what that one person said about it's just really, really important that sister-in-law and brother don't push her away. Because
that's the worst thing
at the
that can
moment,
happen.
she's adamant that she loves this man.
Yeah, and she's only 21.
And if something does go wrong and he was to be aggressive, and I'm not saying that would happen, but it's certainly
it's more likely.
It's certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
In which case, she's going to need somewhere to turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
but this is the problem, isn't it? Is manipulators and narcissists and people of that ilk, they will alienate someone and isolate someone from their family.
Yeah.
Because it's easier for them to control them then, isn't it?
Oh, this doesn't
just like Meghan did with Harry.
We don't need to be controlling people. I don't get this whole,
I know. And like
something that really
OP is like being
me.
pulled in 2 different
Well,
directions
that's it,
at once, isn't she? It's like maybe the boyfriend's manipulating her, maybe sister-in-law is manipulating her, and she's like just caught in the middle.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible.
I don't think she's the arsehole, not by any means.
No, she's not. And that was the overall consensus, was not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole, but oh gosh. But this was only posted 21 hours ago, so there's no update or anything. But goodness me. I hope she works it out with her family, because yeah, like she's going to need that support. She needs that support network.
Even if, you know, there is a longevity to her relationship with her boyfriend, there are certainly going to be testing times.
Very testing,
because, you know, even like the least 3...
it's still very manipulative and all that.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
Potentially.
Yeah, the least
And I don't know, perhaps it's a bit like bipolar, where it's a bit up and down. Maybe. Where they have good parts, good days and bad days.
Yeah.
And maybe on their bad days, you just need to get away. I don't know.
She's going to want somewhere to go.
She needs somewhere to go. She needs someone to talk to.
Keep those lines of communication open and
absolutely
be there for one another.
Yeah. And I completely understand sister-in-law wanting her child to be kept away.
Naturally.
And they have already said that he won't go near the child.
Yeah.
But, boy, I wasn't expecting it to go down the mental health side.
No.
When I clicked on that one.
No.
But, wow. Good luck, OP.
Yeah, good luck.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Cheers.
And we'll see you soon.